Hi there! Thank you for checking out my channel. Thank you for clicking on this video. If this is the first video that you're watching from this channel, I will make educational and motivational videos for you guys. This video is actually part of my series na Attitude Test Helpers, and today we're going to talk about another topic on math. This is part of my Math Mondays series kasi every Monday I post a new video lesson on math, and this is actually part ng series ko on fractions. Long ago, about siguro 2 years ago, I started yung mga first series or first videos on fractions. Pero I figured it's time for a revamp. I'm adding some other things, including yung tips ko talaga on how to do it faster. And that is exactly what we're going to talk about today. We're actually going to talk about multiplying fractions. So, aside from the usual na traditional method na i-explain ko rin sa inyo, I'm also going to show you some of my speed techniques, lalo na when it comes to multiple choice questions. So, I'm really hoping na makatulong ito sa inyo, lalo na kung mag-e-exam kayo. But even if hindi, you can actually use this if you're still in school or if you know someone who is in school. The earlier, the better. Sana mas maraming kids ang matuto dito sa ating ginagawa dito. Alright? So, if you have a copy of the workbook that I made, you can look for the exercise here para magamit ninyo as soon as possible yung mga techniques na ituturo ko. Pero if not, you can always reach out to me directly by going to the Facebook page, www.facebook.com/Team Lyqa. Alright? So if you're ready, I'm going to switch over to my PC so I can show you how to do it. I'll see you in a bit. Alright, let's talk about multiplying fractions. Now, this video is really special kasi at the end of the video, I'm going to give you yung aking technique kung paano ko siya ina-eyeball or gine-guesstimate yung answer. And if you pick this technique up, actually, this can save you a lot of time sa exam. Pero kung hindi, okay lang din. You can still use the traditional method. Kasi yun naman talaga importante. You cannot do away with knowing yung concept ng fractions kasi lagi siya lumalabas sa lahat ng exam, pati mga exams kung mag-apply kayo for trabaho. So again, just walk with me through the entire thing, and at the end, we're going to have a quick quiz. Okay? Ready? Let's do this. Alright, so let's start with this simple concept muna. Okay, so you can only work with fractions. Ibig sabihin, hindi ka pwedeng mag-multiply kapag hindi pa siya fractions. In this case, pareho naman silang fractions, kaya straight away makakasolve na tayo. Ang rule is this, okay? Tapat dapat. So, ima-match mo siya. Yung nasa taas, katapat niya yung nasa taas. Yung nasa baba, katapat niya yung nasa baba. And you just multiply them. Okay, so 2 times 1 is 2 over 3 times 6. So, 6 times 3 is 6, 12, 18. So, 2 over 18. So, the answer here, again, is the smallest terms ko lang. Since pareho pa silang even, pwede kong i-divide both sides sa 2. Okay? This is just a visual representation. The more you do it, the faster you get. Minsan hindi nyo na kailangan gawin tong part na to. Or isulat, you will just see it. The answer here would be 1 over 9. Okay? So, again, tapat dapat. Mix, match and then multiply siya. Okay? Match yung sa taas, sa baba, sa baba. It's really simple that way. Hindi mo na kailangan pagparehuhin, hindi mo kailangan ng LCD dito sa multiplication. Okay? Now, it starts to get complicated kapag ganito na. When you're dealing with mixed numbers, okay, hindi mo na siya pwedeng i-multiply na lang yung nasa taas na gawin mo 2 over 18 din uli ito. Hindi na siya pwedeng mag-work out that way. So, what do you do? Let me walk you through, okay? Alright, so let's start with this, Again, if we have the fraction right here, ito yung mixed numbers na sila pareho. It's the same problem na post ko kanina, step by step lang natin. So first, convert them into improper fractions. So, ang gagawin natin doon, i-multiply lang ito, 2 times 3 plus 2, that is 8. Tapos copy yung ilalim over 3, times 3 times 6 is 18 plus 1, 19 over 6. Kung naguluhan kayo dito, again, panoorin nyo lang yung video ko, click nyo lang dito sa taas yung transforming fractions. Yun lang ginawa ko basically. Convert ko lang siya into an improper fraction. Next, i-multiply na natin siya, match and multiply. So, 8 times 19 tas 3 times 6. So, 8 times 19, you can solve it like that. 19 times 8. Tapos, i-carry. Or, what I prefer to do here is, I just multiply 19 by 10. So, 190. Times 10 ko lang siya. Tapos, binabawasan ko siya in my mind ng dalawa pang 19, which is going to give you 38. So, the answer here is 152. Okay? So, yun ang sagot, 152. And again, you can solve it like that naman yung traditional way. Walang problema doon. Okay? Ito yung option lang to if you want to know what goes on in my mind when I solve for this. So, 152 yung nasa taas over 6, 12, 18. So, 18. And then, you convert it back into a mixed number. And you do that by basically dividing 152 by 18 and then yung remainder ilalagay mo sa ilalim. Pero ako ang suggestion ko, kung ganito, since masyadong malaki yung number, pareho naman silang divisible sa 2, so pwede ka mag-start with that. So you divide both sides by 2, yung top tsaka yung bottom. So 152 divided by 2, that is 76 over 80 divided by 2 is 9. Okay, so at least ito medyo mas easier kasi yung 150 divided by 8 medyo masakit sa ulo yan. Pero ito visually, alam ko na agad, 72 ang pinakamalapit which is 8. And then you have 4 over 9. 8 and 4 over 9. Okay? So again, I'm just giving you yung the way I do it. But again, you can do it pa rin na 152 divided by 18 kung gusto nyo. Okay? Kung gusto niyo yung part na yan. Pero sa akin kasi mas madali yung i-smallest terms muna siya kung posible para mas madali na siya i-convert. Okay? So that is how you solve it like that. Ngayon, lahat ng mga gagawin ninyo, yun ang gagawin. Gagawin mo siyang fraction and then i-multiply mo and then i-convert mo back into mixed number kung mas malaki siya sa 1. Or ilo-lowest terms mo kung hindi. Now, ano yung other method that I was talking about kanina? Ito yung guesstimation. Okay? Speed technique siya. And again, I'm just trying out na ituro to sa inyo. Usually, I teach this pag live talaga para I can see kung nahahabol pa nila yung konsepto. Pero, the reason why I got to this technique was because medyo tamad nga ako nung bata. So, kung kaya kong hulaan, huhulaan ko. And usually, pag nakikinig ako sa teacher discuss, I keep thinking of ways to make it simpler or ano ba yung mga patterns na nag-emerge dun sa dinidiscuss sa amin. And one of the things na unang-una ko na-discover is this, okay? Yung pag nag-multiply ka ng fraction sa fraction. And actually, ito rin yung rule if you're talking about multiplying a decimal by a decimal. Okay? Bakit? Kasi ang fraction naman, di ba, may counterpart yan sa decimal. So, ang fraction is just a decimal, a fraction is just a decimal. So, itong pattern nito, it also works for that. Okay? Kung gusto nyo mas mabilis or gusto nyo mag-eliminate ng options sa exam. Lalo na kung hindi dikit-dikit yung options, usually, and again, sa experience ko, civil service, medyo makakalayo yung options. Sa UPCAT or PhilSat, not so, or LAE, not so much. Sa PhilSat, medyo makakahiwalay din doon sa nakita kong sample test, no? So, ito, baka makatulong to sa inyo. At least, kung manguhula kayo or kung nauubusan na kayo ng time. Okay? Ganito yung rule. Okay? When you're multiplying a fraction by a fraction or a decimal by decimal, what you need to understand is, okay, and I'm going to explain kung ano yung tumatakbo sa isip ko kung paano ko nakuha yung pattern na to, no? Ang 1 over 2 or 1/2 times 1, okay, by itself is just 1/2, right? Kaya lang yung 3 over 5, this is actually smaller pa than 1. So, mas maliit siya sa 1. So, the answer has to be mas maliit than itself. Right? It has to be smaller than itself. So, ang sagot mo has to be, it has to be the product, yung product na to is smaller than both numbers. Kasi ang hinahanap mo ay kalahati lang ng 3 over 5, so obviously mas maliit sa kanya. And 3 over 5 lang ng 1/2. So, kung magsisimula ka sa 1/2 at sa 3 over 5, mas maliit pa dun sa dalawang yon. Now, what does that tell us? Anything higher than 3 over 5 and 1/2, tanggal na agad. Hindi na pwedeng maging sagot. So, you can start eliminating the obvious. Since itong parehong to ay fraction, ay common fraction, proper fraction, ibig sabihin lahat, pareho silang mas smaller than 1. Kung yung concept na yun palang naguguluhan na kayo, baka hindi ito ang best option sa inyo. Just stick with the traditional method, no? Pero, if you can catch up with your common sense, mas maganda kasi it'll save you time. So again, both fractions, any fraction na nasa proper form, ibig sabihin mas mababa yung numerator sa denominator, ay mas mababa sa 1. So, pag nakita nyo to, pareho silang fraction, ang sagot mo has to be lower than both of them. Definitely, anything with 1 cannot be the answer. So, dalawa na lang options mo. Okay? 8 over 10, saka 3 over 10. Now, the thing with 8 over 10 is, kung gagawin mo siyang over 5, is the smallest terms mo lang siya, that is 4 over 5, right? And 4 over 5 is greater or bigger than 3 over 5. So, ibig sabihin nun, hindi na to pwedeng maging sagot. I can eliminate that. This becomes my answer, 3 over 10, without solving anything. Okay? But again, if you want to solve it the traditional method, and I'm just using simple examples here just for you to see it easily. Kung gusto mo na i-solve ito the traditional method, di ba, i-match mo lang siya. So, 1 times 3 is 3. over 2 times 5, which is 10. Okay? However, if you're really fast at this, and ako kind of, kasi sanay na ako, kasi bata pa ako, ginagawa ko na to, alam ko na agad sa isang tingin pa lang na 3 over 10 lang ang pwedeng maging sagot. Kasi all of these are bigger than 3 over 5 and 1 half. Okay? So again, kung makakatulong to sa inyo, hopefully, para makashave kayo ng time off of your test. Now, kung mixed number naman times a fraction, okay, again, we're just using common sense. Ang mixed numbers, of course, mas mataas sa 1 and pataas yan. Okay, kasi may isa ka ng whole number, no? Ang ibig sabihin nun, kung i-multiply ko yung 3 over 5 sa 1, 3 over 5 na agad yun. Eh, meron ka pang 1 half eh. So, it has to be even more than 3 over 5. Okay? So, ang pinaka-clue mo is that. Now, doon naman sa side ng 1 and 1 half, dahil minultiply ko siya sa isang fraction, which is lower than 1, ibig sabihin ang answer has to be lower than 1 and 1 half. So, ang answer dito is actually going to be between the two factors. Ibig sabihin, the answer would be, like, it would look like this, no? 3 over 5, it has to be greater than 3 over 5. Okay, the answer has to be greater than 3 over 5, pero less than 1 and 1 half. So, hinahadap mo yung nasa pagitan ng dalawa. Higher than 3 over 5, lower than 1 and 1 half. So, magsisimula na ako magtanggal ng mga obvious na hindi na pwedeng magstay, which is itong 2 and 1/10, kasi 2 siya, greater siya than 1 and 1 half. Hindi na siya pwedeng magisagot. Yung 1 and 9 over 10, hindi ko na rin pwedeng gamitin yan, kasi mas mahigit yan sa 1 and 1 half. Kasi ang 1 half ng over 10 is 5 over 10. Okay? So, again, this happens in your brain, tinitinan mo lang siya. Again, alam mo na agad yung sagot. Now, yung 3 over 10 tsaka 9 over 10 na lang natitira. And if you look at 3 over 10, this is lower than 3 over 5. Okay? Kasi ang 3 over 5, kung gawin mo siya over 10, that is 6 over 10. Mas mababa na to. So, nandito na siya sa side na yon. So, hindi na rin siya pwedeng sagot. My answer becomes 9 over 10 without solving anything. Okay? Kasi nga, na-eliminate ko na yung tatlo. Okay? Now, if you want to use the traditional method, and again, we'll use that to check this, ang 1 and 1 half, okay, ang 1 and 1 half is 1 times 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. So, 3 over 2 times 3 over 5, and that is 9 over 10. Again, tama pa rin naman yung sagot. So again, whatever method you use, you'll just get to the correct answer, lalo na kung meron kayong mga medyo malalayong mga options. So again, that is how I do it. Kasi ang ginagawa ko, check ko muna kung magagamit ko yung technique, I would do that para hindi ko na kailangan mag-solve. Okay? So kung nakuha nyo to, you can use that then for the exam. Now, paano kung mixed number times mixed number? What you need to understand is, again, kung mixed number na pinag-uusapan, mahigit na siya sa 1 pareho. So, this time, okay, again, using common sense, 1 times 2 pa nga lang 2 na eh. 2 times 1 pa lang 2 na eh. So, the answer has to be bigger than both numbers. So, bigger than both, ang ginagawa ko na lang, kung ano mas malaki sa kanila, which is 2 and 3 over 5, ang hinahanap ko, the answer has to be greater than 2 and 3 over 5. So, anything less than 2 and 3 over 5, tanggal na. Tatanggalin ko rin 1, obvious naman. Ito rin, tatanggalin ko na kasi ang 3 over 5 is 6 over 10. So, tanggal na rin siya kasi ang 3 over 10 is smaller than 6 over 10. So, wala na siya. Okay? Ayun, dalawa na lang options ko. 2 and 1 over 5. Siyempre, mas mababa naman siya sa 3 over 5. So, tanggal na rin siya. My answer becomes 3 and 9 over 10. Automatic without solving anything. So, again, yun yung pinaka-perks nung knowing this concept and using your common sense. Ngayon, kung gusto nyo yung i-check, kasi syempre kung hindi talaga makuha yung process na yan, we can check by using the traditional method. So, 1 and 1 half. So, i-multiply ko siya. That is 3 over 2 times 2 and 3 over 5. 2 times 5 is 10 plus 3. That is 13 over 5. So, i-multiply ko lang yung tapat-tapat. You have 39 over 10. So, that is 3 and 9 over 10. Tama pa rin naman tayo. Okay? So, again, that's just my method. Now, let's try this quick quiz. We're going to multiply fractions. If you still have a hard time trying to figure this out, go ahead and go back and watch the video lesson, okay? Mas maganda if you play it safe that way. And then just keep practicing. If you have a copy of the workbook, keep it handy para after you learn this method, sagutan nyo yung exercise nandun sa workbook. Okay? I'll give you 3 minutes to solve these. If you master the the speed technique, it's going to take you even less than that. It's going to be one question per slide. Naka-timer siya automatic. So go and get your pen and paper handy, and let's start the quiz now. All right, let's start with this first one. Again, if you know yung speed technique natin, ang rule natin, since ito ay fraction, pareho naman silang nasa proper form, hindi sila mixed number or anything like that, the product has to be smaller than both. So, mas maliit sa 8 over 9, mas maliit sa 1/4. Since sa dalawa sa kanila, mas maliit ay yung 1/4, yun yung gagamitin kong point of reference. Dapat yung answer is smaller than 1/4. So, tanggal na yung, of course, obvious na obvious, mas malaki yan. Ang 7 over 9 is also bigger than 1/4 kasi ang 9 divided by 4 is sobrang baba. That is just 2 and some. So, hindi na to pasok. My answer becomes 2 over 9. Automatic. Now, I'm going to check using the traditional method. 8 times 1, may match lang natin. 8 times 1 is 8 over 9 times 4, which is 19, 27, 36. Okay, so 8 over 36. Ang sagot, ilo-lowest terms lang natin siya since pareho silang divisible sa 4. 8 divided by 4 is 2 over 36 divided by 4, which is 9. So the answer again is just 2 over 9. Tama pa rin naman tayo doon. Okay? So again, kung ano man method ang ginamit ninyo, I hope you got the correct answer. Number 2, 4 over 5 times 2 and 1/4. Okay? So again, kung gagamitin mo yung ating speed technique, sabi natin the product should be between the two factors if we're dealing with a fraction and a mixed number. Okay? Kung magkahalo sila, dapat ang answer nasa pagitan nilang dalawa. So it has to be higher than 4 over 5 and lower than 2 and 1/4. Okay? So, anything na mas mataas sa 2 and 1/4, tatanggalin natin. So, mas malaki to. Hindi na yan pwede. Ang 2 and 3 over 5, mas malaki din yan. So, hindi na yan pwede. Okay? Ang 2 over 10 naman, that is 1 over 5, right? So, mas mababa na siya sa 4 over 5. Hindi siya pwede kasi ang hinanap natin has to be higher than 4 over 5. Tanggal na rin siya. So, my answer becomes 1 and 4 over 5. Check natin using the traditional method. So, you have 4 over 5 times, and then i-convert ko lang to into an improper fraction. 2 times 4 is 8, plus 1, that is 9, over 4. So, 9 times 4 is 36, over 20. So, you have 1 and 16 over 20, or 1 and 4 over 5. So, again, tama naman tayo dun sa sagot natin, sa letter C. Kung ginamit niyo yung quick technique or yung guesstimation natin or ginamit yung traditional method, dapat C pa rin ang tamang sagot. Okay? Alright, so ito yung last number natin. So this here, you have a mixed number. Ito, mixed number din siya. So sabi natin kanina, pag dalawang mixed number, the product has to be bigger than both of them. Since sa kanilang dalawa, ang mas malaki ay yung 4 and 4 over 5, pwede ko nang yan na lang ang tingnan ko. Ang sagot has to be higher than 4 and 4 over 5. So, obviously, tanggal na to kasi mas mababa talaga sila. Ang 1 and 2 is lower than 4. Ngayon, yung 4 and 1/5, titingnan natin. Since ang 1/5 ay lower than 4/5, tanggal na rin to. So, my answer is 8. Again, isang tingin lang, 8. Okay? Kung gusto natin gamitin yung traditional method, i-convert ko lang. So, 4 times 5 is 20 plus 4. That is 24 over 5 times 1 times 3 is 3 plus 2, 5 over 3. 24 times 5 is 120 over 15. So, again, kung gusto mo, pwede mo i-lowest terms pareho para mas lumiit yung number. I-divide ko na lang siya pareho sa 5 kasi pwede. Okay? Factor nila pareho yung 5. Kung ayaw mong mag-divide straight away. But actually, you can start naman talaga na divide mo na agad dyan. Pero kung ayaw mo, you can do it like this. So, you have 24 over, and then 15 divided by 5 is 3. So, pwede pa rin siya i-divide pareho sa 3. So, 24, i-divide mo sa 3. Yung 3, i-divide mo sa 3. Okay? 24 divided by 3 is 8 over 1. So, the answer will still be 8. Okay? So, again, kung ano lang yung method na nag-work sa inyo. Ang sa akin lang, kung makukuha nyo talaga to, medyo siguro mahirap intindihin kung hindi kayo comfortable with number theory or yung just knowing kung ano ibig sabihin ng fractions. But if you get this, it will save you a lot of time sa exam, okay? Alright, I hope you learned something new today. If you did, click thumbs up. Make sure that you share this video with your friends, lalo na kung mag-exam din sila para mas marami tayong matulungan. And as always, if you want to reach out to me directly, you can go to www.facebook.com/Team Lyqa. I'm excited to hear from you, and if you want to join all of the upcoming review events, live review events, online review events, and all of those things, go to that same page to find out more information about that. Send me a message para mapadala ko sa inyo yung information. And as always, if you haven't yet, click subscribe, hit the bell icon kasi I make new video lessons every week. So thank you guys for watching, and if you have a copy of the workbook, don't forget to answer the exercise. And if you want more, go ahead and click right here to catch up. Alright, so never stop learning. Adja, kaya niyan. I'll see you in my next video, and bye for now.